Good evening, YouTube frogs. What's up? How's it going, dudes? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first time I've ever recorded a video like this offline. Okay, so apologies for any buffers or me being awkward or not having anything to say or anything like that. I usually do this on stream, but recently my internet's been really bad and I still wanted to make some content, do some reacts. So I figure, why not let me sit here and talk to myself like I'm a psychopath while I react to some commentary videos. So here we are today. We are getting into I am sick of Mr. Beast, because I keep hearing this whole like Mr. Beast is evil thing, okay? And I have probably split opinions on it. Like, you know, part of me is like, yeah, he's kind of a weenie. And then part of me is like, well, but at the end of the day, he's doing some good. And then I'm like, but also he might, you know, do literal IRL Hunger Games if he was like, if it was legal and he wouldn't get in trouble for it, you know? So I go back and forth. Anyways, original video will be linked at the top of the description. I highly recommend you go watch that before you check out my reaction here. Also, the creator of the video will be linked right below that, and right below that is my Twitch stream. Hopefully, you know, this Wednesday. It's currently Sunday right now. I think it's Sunday. It might be Monday. Anyways, I'll be back up and running on stream when you're watching this. I might even be still on my subathon, so feel free to swing by. Third link in description. And if you do enjoy your stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub. And also, I pause and talk too much, so you've been warned already. Okay, let's get into it, dude.
Is my least favorite white man on the internet. Well, I'm kind of capping. And it's probably Aiden Ross. Be you on that soon. Now, I know a lot of people may scoff at me, but I don't really care. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you for the support on the last video. It means a lot.
Dude, 100K views. That's actually insane. That's awesome, dude. I'm still trying to hit that on a video one day. Shut up, you stupid react slop channel. Make a good video, then maybe you'll get 100,000 views. Sorry, I was beating you to it. Maybe, you know what? I need you to start baiting stuff, honestly, on YouTube comments. Oh boy, I wonder when I'll get 100,000 views one day.
To me, I just really love expressing myself, and I'm glad a lot of people seen what I was saying and got the message behind the video, which was really just to love oneself so other people don't treat you poorly. And with that being said, to all the new subscribers, welcome to the cult. I got a lot of content on the way, a lot of opinions, and all I ask is that you just let me cook and let me land my plane because I got a lot to say. Let's continue. I am sick of Mr. Beast. A lot of people can't seem to get that this white man is probably evil. You know, he hopped on an interview with Oompaville and somehow got exonerated of all of the things that he allegedly did, which makes no sense considering.
Yeah, hey, I love Oompaville, okay, but I don't think Mr. Beef over here should just be, oh yeah, he's good, yeah, he's fine, yeah, he did it, oh his feelings are hurt. I actually still haven't watched that full interview, so maybe I do. Maybe I'll have a different opinion. Maybe I'll be like, oh, you know what? He is trying his best, okay? It's hard being a billionaire, okay? You don't understand. You don't understand, man. It's hard completely destroying YouTube and making it full brain rot. I will say this about Mr. Beast. The Mr. Beastification of YouTube, you know, if it helps YouTube, then I guess it's good, right? Like if YouTube is literally like profiting so much and going up, and you know, like it will make YouTube sustain for longer and continue to make the platform, like probably my favorite platform, continue to grow and do well, then awesome. But also, like, I'm so tired of retention editing. Literally, this entire channel is like a fight back to retention editing. I have been cutting up my videos less because I'm like, dude, I don't want somebody who has a total like brain rot dookie brain to watch my videos, even though, you know, that's kind of what I get. I'm just a react slop channel, so I'm getting dookie brain people. It's okay, I'm a dookie brain too, dude. Not like the Green Day album, but I think retention editing is very harmful. Jacksepticeye said it back in the day when it was like unpopular to have that opinion, right, with Tommy in it. But Jacksepticeye said it, and at first I was like, why am I being a hater right now? And now I get it. After like trying to be like a YouTube editor for a little while and like freelance out to like other like streamers and stuff, and like seeing the tips that these editors are like telling, like, do these type of edits, or you need to do this type of edit, like, oh, here, add these sound effects. I'm like, holy man, we are cooked. We're so cooked. Entertainment as a whole is cooked, man. Well, not really. Like, there's still great, like, there's amazing content creators that are still doing stuff well and not doing straight up retention editing. I just I think it's because like I for myself at least for a while, excuse me, sorry, I'll stop drinking this Pepsi while I'm recording this, my bad, dude. For for a while, I was so focused on just like, okay, I can't upload this video because I feel like it's not like a high enough quality, where I should have just been like uploading whatever and figuring out what works and seeing what I like making. I said this on stream before my internet totally went into the trash can. I've been spending less time trying to figure out how to like edit these videos better and spending more time trying to make myself just more entertaining, either whether that be like having some sort of insight or opinion or being funny, like whatever way, just adding more charisma to the videos. Because I think if the person making the video has enough charisma or has the type of character that someone else relates to, then I don't think you particularly need retention editing if you're not trying to have, you know, 400 million subscribers or whatever Mr. Beast has. Like me personally, I would just be stoked if, you know, like the all-time goal for me is like one day, like a couple 100,000 subscribers. Like that is the all-time goal. And I think that's honestly doable at this state where YouTube's at with such a high user base. But yeah, sorry, that was so insider baseball. I could go even more insider baseball, but we're here to talk about Mr. Beast. I think I already covered everything that I think about Mr. Beast in that realm.
During the fact that he had a Shadman poster in his room. He was
doing
some type of crypto scams, and he likely knew that Ava Chris Tyson was a weirdo. But that's just my opinion, though. I'm not stating this as a fact. Mr. Beast is also business partners with Logan Paul, who is a cartoonishly evil scammer. And I mean literally, but I'll get to that later. He's also business partners with KSI, who has no qualms about partnering with that same cartoonishly evil scammer. And if you're gonna partner with a scammer to sell products to children, you're probably an evil dude who lacks morals. And apparently he also worked with another scammer to partner with a company that treats their workers poorly, but more on that later.
Listen guys, it's hard being a billionaire, okay? He's not actually a billionaire. I think he's like, wait, actually, hold on, I mean, net worth doesn't equal actual money. Mr. Beast net worth, let's see here though. 500 million. Sorry, guys, it's hard being 100 millionaire, okay? He has to exploit his workers. Guys, he has to exploit his workers. What are you supposed to do when you're a 100 millionaire? Okay, jeez. No, that's lame though. That's lame, dude. Dude is up on Jeff Bezos type beat apparently.
Today, I wanted to talk about one of the lesser known Mr. Beast criticisms.
I mean, not actually. I'm being hyper, or I'm being what's what I'm looking for here? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm being cynical. There we go.
That's been brought to my attention. I also want to talk about how I'm not surprised by this because, you know, Mr. Beast really isn't that good of a guy anyways. But before I actually get into this video, I want to say Mr. Beast has done good things, okay? His philanthropic endeavors are truly commendable and deserve praise.
True.
None of what I'm saying takes away from the good that Mr. Beast has done for people or the world. The issue is that Mr. Beast's philanthropy has given him a full counter to any criticisms levied against him. I mean, anytime you speak ill of him...
Dude, that is one of the biggest things with these, like, not to be all like whatever, make it political or whatever, but like a lot of these big, like, super rich individuals will do like philanthropy not because they're particularly like looking for, or maybe in the beginning they're like looking to like do better, but they're basically just using it as either a tax write-off or just like whenever there is something negative like tossed at them, they can be like, hey, but I built 10 wells in Africa and I let you all know that I did it. Like, and there's also a good chance that Mr. Beast does philanthropy without posting it on the internet, but it's kind of weird that he posts it so much. And I get it, you know, it's like he has a YouTube brain. He's just, you know, if he can make money off of it, then he can do more good, right? But also being like, well, I do good things, so you guys can't hate me for treating workers like shit and working with a bunch of scammers to sell kids things. It's like, well, okay, buddy, listen, that's great. You're doing, like, you know, that's awesome. You're doing good, but that good doesn't cancel out all the evil that you do. Like, you still need to be held accountable for your actions, dude.
Some nigga will say, well, how do you hate Mr. Beast? He does so much good. Nigga, I don't give a damn. Tell me this white demon has a real smile, and hopefully after this video, the wool gets ripped off your face because Mr. Beast being an evil white man is a fork found in the kitchen ass thing. And let me actually talk.
Dude, I can already feel the reason why this has 36 dislikes is because somebody's like, this guy's being racist.
Talk about what I found. So on my homepage, there was a video called "We Need to Talk About Racist YouTube Thumbnails," and in this video, it's a YouTuber named The Cavernacle criticizing Mr. Beast for the weird thumbnails he uses for his charity videos.
I'm just gonna talk about like the vibe of it first before we get into actual problems. So rescuing child slaves in Africa. So there is presumably...
Dude. This is like, oh, what's it called? Uncanny Valley, bro. Every Mr. Beast thumbnail that I've seen recently is Uncanny Valley. He does not look human here. This looks like an AI bot of Mr. Beast. I'd be like, yes, stay in the box for a month and a half. Shit into a box and feed it to me. $100,000 after. That's what this looks like to me, dude. Also, rep your own merch. Okay, bro. Chillax. Chillax, bro.
A child slave from Africa before Mr. Beast went to his country and his village or
These aren't even the same AI kid.
whatever. And then here is him afterwards in his school uniform, and he's so successful after Mr. Beast, you definitely trust in that face, improved his life. But then, if you thought that wasn't like dystopian enough, here's another one. Watch this video to feed one person in need. It's Mr. Beast begging for food with another black African child. In the background, we're seeing these homes without...
Oh, so it literally is like AI. Okay, I thought somebody was just like touching up the thumbnail super hard. They're doing... Dude, this is kind of off... Or it is very off topic, right? Somebody shared in my Facebook feed the other day. I know I'm lame. I use Facebook. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't use it a lot, but every now and then I'd be scrolling, okay? I think it's because I limited my time on X, and now I need like some sort of hit of things that piss me off. Anyways, somebody in my Facebook feed posted a video that was AI, and somebody was like, I don't know how you don't tell that, or how you can't tell that this is AI. And I almost commented, I was like, you know, I'm with you. I totally see it now after looking at it, but I had to look for a second because these motherfuckers have been out here cranking the saturation on photos for so long, photos and videos for so long, that now I gotta look a little closer on AI videos. Maybe if y'all had some fucking taste from the beginning and didn't turn up the fucking clarity and saturation slider, or turn the clarity slider down, the saturation slider all the way up, maybe this shit wouldn't have got this bad. And that is me being a hater, bro. If you're cranking that shit, you're cringe. Okay, respectfully, dude. You know, if you want to turn it, hey, listen, I'm a photographer. I crank the clarity sometimes. I reverse crank the clarity. I use too much dehaze, okay? Fair. You can call it cringe, right? But my shit ain't never looking like a fucking Play-Doh creation, bro. Okay? My photos are never gonna look like a Play-Doh creation. Anyways, yeah, okay, so like AI, basically I'm bringing this around to say AI slop is sometimes like I don't instantly pick up on it now because they have been super some thumbnail artists have been super morphing thumbnails for so long that now when they're using AI elements, I like can't even tell fully because I'm like, well, did you just like shitify this fucking dude so hard on my screen, or is this actually just AI? No offense to thumbnail artists, they work hard. Like that takes a lot of skill, and that's like a thing. It's more, I think, the YouTuber's fault for being like, oh yeah, this looks good, than like the thumbnail artists. There's so many incredibly gifted artists, like genuine artists that do thumbnails for people. Even some of Mr. Beast's team, I'm sure, but like this, to be honest with you, is not it. Like just to keep it a buck with you, in my opinion. You know, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm sure that whoever made this is probably talented. You know, I'm sure they had to like work on this and add the right prompts and all of that. But yeah, I don't think this is it, really, bro.
Doors and like thatched roofs and stuff you might see in a sub-Saharan African village. We have another one. We saved 100 children's hearts in Africa. Again, like, where in Africa, Mr. Beast? Do you want to clarify this? We gave every family in the village a full year's salary. Now, I'll pop all the thumbnails on screen for you at the exact same time. None of these children in the thumbnails are real.
After this, he essentially goes on to say that this is clickbait content, and this is Mr. Beast divorcing himself from humanity in order to use poverty for views. And honestly, I get what he's saying. He's using AI generated thumbnails that are made in a way to sensationalize the circumstances. Mr. Beast's style of thumbnails has been memed and recognized all across the internet as being hyper optimized for YouTube. So to apply this to charity videos is valid criticism.
I miss when Casey Neistat was the golden boy of YouTube. Such simpler times, man. Such simpler times. Somebody that inspired me to like try and make like a higher quality thing. Even though I was just talking about like, I spend too much time hyper analyzing my video. Maybe it is Casey Neistat's fault. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm too trusting of these fucking goobers online. Maybe I need to listen to nobody from now on. Fuck it. I know these fucking cringe ass streamer coaches aren't fucking helping anything. Sorry, some of them are. There's just some of them that are very annoying and they think they know everything. Anyways. But, dude, it's like, I think that's where you get morally questionable like especially right, like, and this guy's basically saying that is like, yes, it's very very much a gray area to just use AI slop to basically fake a scenario. Like, it would be so much easier for me, even though I do minimal like thumbnail creation, but it would be so much easier for me just to use an AI prompt to make a thumbnail. But I won't do that shit, like, because I think it's like disingenuous. I usually try and either use, like, if I'm doing React, like a photo of the person that I'm talking about or the situation, or if I'm doing a game, I try and use a screenshot from there. Like, yeah, I think using thumbnails, especially for something like this, like philanthropy, where it's like completely made up and you're trying to basically sensationalize your philanthropy to make yourself look better and also perform an algorithm. I think if you're gaming the algorithm with philanthropy, I don't know, man. For me personally, I think it's cringe. Every now and then I'll like share, like if I donate to a charity or something, I'll share it like in like my Discord with my viewers, but that's mainly because I'm like, hey, this is thanks to you guys like giving me some extra bread that I was able to give to these causes that I care about. So thank you. I'm not out here like, you're calling me a piece of shit in YouTube comment sections because I made fun of your favorite political commentator. Well, fuck you, buddy. I gave $15 to charity that one time. You know, I'm not going to be like, hey, asshole, look at this video where I went through and I gave money to charity. Like, no, dude. And look, it's hyper optimized for the algorithm. Look at all the tags. Look at the beautiful thumbnail.
That it's weird. Now, one could say he's optimizing the video so it makes returns, but at the same time, he's doing this at the expense of Africa's image, but I'll get more into that later.
Ooh. They're using an AI program to generate these images to make you, like, I don't know, instinctively be like, I'm gonna click on this video because of how bad this child has. And also, this thumbnail here is clickbait in my opinion, because that is not the vibe of the video. You're not seeing desperate poverty with children begging for food.
You see what I mean? Using these sensationalized thumbnails to get people to click, is there any morality aspect of this? Is it really right to be using a group of people that is already negatively depicted constantly in the media for views? But after this, Cavernacle ended up proving the AI theory by actually using ChatGPT prompting.
What?
You're gonna notice what comes up is actually pretty much what's in the Mr. Beast thumbnail. I'm gonna put the image on screen. I'll try and show it to you here. Even the rows of these huts, they're very, very similar, and all it would probably take is me for some more inputs into it. So he literally, whoever made the thumbnail, literally said, generate me an image of African village. So without a shadow of a doubt, whoever has made that thumbnail just got an AI software and typed in African village and like...
Also, do you notice how there isn't that many fingers here? Like, it's very... Like, there's a chance that there are 6 or 7 fingers on on these guys' hands here, dude. There is a decent chance, bro, because it's usually how you can tell with AI. I was literally looking here, like, these fingers kind of look weird, like they're kind of smushing together, right? Yeah, dude. Oh, man. I mean, this does look more realistic than these, right? But there's also a chance that they're just using better AI. And also, like, this does look... There's no way that this is real, I don't think, or, like, fully real. The way that this kind of fades here... Oh, sorry, my face cam's kind of covering it, but you can kind of see, like, the way that the lines go, and then it gets, like, mushy almost down here, and, like, uneven throughout. Yeah, I personally... I don't think that this is real. Now, these huts here on the side, they kind of look real on both sides, but I think they could have just, like, it looks like a water painting almost down here once they get past his face. So, I don't know.
Starving African child.
Keywords here being standard Western view of Africans, and that's what I mean. Mr. Beast is playing off of a racial stereotype for views, and Cavernacle backs this up by saying he's doing this by focusing his charity to West Africans specifically.
My allegations against Mr. Beast completely focusing charity content on like sub-Saharan Africa and West Africa, and sometimes East Africa as well, is that he's clearly...
The way that he says Africa sometimes kind of feels like a slur to me, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of go like, ooh, what the...
using it as a backdrop to make himself look better. You're not really helping defend yourself from that criticism if your thumbnails are AI generated supposed African children in, I guess, like the very stereotypical African like villages we see in these types of charity films, essentially just like mud huts without doors and windows. And it would be one thing if you'd actually gone to a place like that. You didn't even go to a place like that in the videos.
And honestly, I agree. I am a black man, but my roots are Nigerian. And
That's crazy. So he's probably just rolling up to like an actual city, but he's like, look at these huts. They live in huts, guys. Look at the thumbnail. Come on, they're living in huts. We have to help them.
Even without bringing up me being Nigerian, being a black man in America comes with its fair share of stereotypes, microaggressions, and whatever. Like, oh, you turn off the lights and you can't see someone, or the various food stereotypes. So to see Mr. Beast use these stereotypes for views is pretty weird. It's seriously weird, and no one can tell me otherwise, especially not any non-black person. And if you in my comments telling me I'm overreacting, you're weird flat out. These thumbnails contribute to stereotypes about Africa, that it's a poor place, when in reality, that's just not all of Africa. Africa isn't even a country, it's a continent, just like Asia, and it's made up of numerous countries. But whenever people talk about Asia, they always specify
Dude, yeah, imagine if some fucking do you know how mad Americans would get if some European was like, I'm in North America, or like America, right? Because like right, by technicality, you could say that about like Mexico and shit, right? Somebody's in Mexico, they're like, look, or even if they said North America, I'm sure some people would be up in arms. Wait, no, not North America. Sorry, I'm stupid as hell. I think you understand the point I'm trying to make, though. Is that people would get upset. Like, if you went to Mexico and you're like, look, people would be like, what the, that you're labeling this wrong. You're in Mexico, dude. But because a stereotype of, Mr. Beast would be like, we had to save these children from Mexican gangs. You know, Mr. Beast wouldn't do that. But, like, just over categorizing for the sake of like generalizing for, hold on, I'm trying to like think of how to exactly describe this. Like it's making sense in my head, but I can't put it into words fully. Basically making a generalization off of a stereotype to then make you click on the video is what he's doing. Basically, is like, oh, Africa, you know, oh, Africa, mud huts. Oh, wow, Mr. Beast helping, but he might be in one of the more like better, well-developed parts, or at least like middle of the road developed parts in Africa of a different country in Africa, you know, of like, you know, so
Japan or Korea, etc. But he just says Africa, using broad terms to describe a place with a lot of different things, people,
yeah, there we go.
Culture is just horrible. It makes people associate anything negative as a whole with Africa, not just the parts that actually are bad, but everything. And let it be known, people have been cooking Africa forever. These are the type of stereotypes that get perpetuated when you constantly depict a place as just the worst and poor and whatever. But with that being,
dude, I can already feel the racist YouTube comments, bro. The fact that this only has 36 dislikes is actually amazing. This dude got blessed by the algorithm that he didn't get thrown in to some of the Tom McDonald stan beats on YouTube, dude. The ride or die Tom McDonald fans, bro. The ride or die. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think even the Tom McDonald fans are as racist as some of the freaking racist comments that I've gotten on YouTube videos. But yeah, dude, this is like, oh, dude. If this hits the right algorithm, you'll see some interesting folk in comment sections, dude, about this one.
Being said, Cavernacle also talks about how the video isn't even entirely centered in Africa, but it moves to the States where Mr. Beast is in partner with DoorDash, who apparently is known for giving poor wages and union busting.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? DoorDash is absolutely horrible for workers.
But we all knew that the DoorDash and Uber Eats checks weren't hidden, but to actively prevent the workers from trying to stop that is seriously lame. And then to top all of this off, apparently Mr. Beast is partners with a known scammer to help promote his collab. I'm not exactly privy to this scammer info, so I'll let y'all take that for what you will.
This video with the AI generated starving child, it's only half about Ghana. Then it goes into Philadelphia and he partners with DoorDash with their like food giving away program, and also it features Tony.
Spin the wheel, see if you get a free burrito. You can't afford food? Oh, spin the wheel, let's see if you get a burrito. Let's see if you get a McChicken. DoorDash to your house. Epic.
Robbins at the end. Tony Robbins is a fucking scammer.
Wait,
He's
what?
A well-known scammer.
Nutritious food. And you can help too with the help of DoorDash. By watching this video right now, you're helping feed someone in need. And for a limited time, if you purchase this hoodie available exclusively at DashMart on DoorDash, you're going to... Not only did DoorDash step up to help fund these meals, but so did a gentleman named Tony Robbins who has a message for you guys.
What you're doing is so important. Every view you watch is going to bring more meals. So I'm going to commit 10 million meals to you, matching funds for anybody who wants to join me here. Let's really do everything we can to get as many people helped as...
Dude, I have got to get in on this Tony Robbins lore. I've got to get in on this, dude. Holy shit. I mean, I've watched some Tony Robbins shit. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I think I've watched like Dr. K basically describe kind of Tony Robbins. I think it was Dr. K. I think talking about like the differences is like Tony Robbins, or no, maybe this wasn't Dr. K. Not important. I was watching somebody break it down pretty much, and there's like two different ways of like personal like growth and like abundance, right? Like there's one viewpoint that is like opposite of Tony Robbins, that is like I am living in abundance because I have food and water, and you know, I'm not like bleeding, there's nothing horribly wrong today, I am alive, and that means that I have abundance, right? And I can find things in my everyday life that make me happy, that excite me to wake up in the morning, right? And then Tony Robbinson's abundance and like, you know, spirituality kind of is like, I know that I am uniquely able to be successful monetarily and physically, so I'm gonna go do that, and that's how I'm gonna do it. You know, nothing wrong with either particularly. I mean, you know, unless you're scamming people. I personally am just like, I don't know, I myself in life, I'm not trying to make a fuckload of money. I mean, it would be nice to like help people, because I really would like to help people, but like help my friends and family and shit like that. But I am totally fine scraping by off of whatever money I make off of streaming, and I also have a freelance business. Like I don't need millions of dollars off of cryptocurrency. You know, I don't need that shit, bro. Again, it kind of goes back to the retention editing on my YouTube channel. Like I don't need millions and millions of subscribers. I'm just like looking to build a core like audience that will like what I create.
Possible.
Make sure you share this video with your friends because of Tony Robbins and DoorDash. Every 20 views
But yeah, I say that because I've watched some Tony Robbins stuff, and like overall, I like what he has to say, you know?
equals a meal to someone in need. Let's share this.
DoorDash, like you talk about like the gig economy and stuff like that, like Mr. Beast just serves to whitewash the reputations of terrible companies and terrible people.
That's insane, but this is just fork found in the kitchen. Rich white man, evil, whatever. Tony Robbins, if he really is a scammer, it's not even the first scammer Mr. Beast has worked with. Logan Paul is a known scammer.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
know the CryptoZoo stuff. He also filmed a deceased person and is currently suing the guy who exposed him just to make his life difficult, allegedly. This is the same guy that Mr. Beast has entered a business partnership with to make children's food and promote it to his young audience. And then on
Y'all remember when Mr. Beast posted that photo of basically him swanging his wiener? He's like fucking naked. And like it's just print right there. And people are like, yeah, I kind of feel like this is weird because like he has a kid audience and people are like, fucking die. Is he not allowed to grow? Is Mr. Beast not allowed to have some self-growth? Is he not allowed to be proud of himself? Fucking die. And they're like, whoa, dude, I just think you should have taken the photo in shorts, not with print showing, man. What the hell?
On top of that, this is the same food that has been reported to contain mold in it. And then if you want to go a step further, bro, the whole Ava Chris Tyson shenanigans.
Dude, okay, sorry. I'm kind of going backwards here, but yeah, that is so like makes me think of I forget who it was that was talking about it originally that I was watching the video of, but they were basically saying is like, these content creators have the ability to create things that would like better the world or even just like be innovative in some space. And Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul had to team up to create a Lunchables competitor. That is really, you've been gifted this like 1 in a billion opportunity. Like literally, you know, like literally Mr. Beast is like 1 in a billion, maybe more. I mean, he's like basically 1 of 1 for what he's done. And instead of using it to like, you know, create something, a product that could be useful or helping improve in any way or innovating in any way in its space, they're like, yeah, we're going to make Lunchable, but also you're going to be able to drink a Prime with it. Oh, awesome. Oh, and there's going to be a little mold in them as well. A little snack for later. Like, dude, come on, bro.
shenanigans where Mr. Beast has that weird poster on his wall. And if you truly believe Mr. Beast didn't know anything about Ava Chris Tyson, that's fine. But what's clear is that Mr. Beast's morals are clearly questionable.
Yeah.
He's not the uber good guy everyone claims he is. He's a morally questionable person with odd business practices. And he also happens
Hey man, I knew this guy was a bad actor when I saw him say Logan Paul 100,000 times.
to have a fan base that consists of children. Ain't that some shit? But like I said, that's fork found in the kitchen. Mr. Beast is probably evil in my opinion, but fuck all that. I don't want to keep talking about evil white people. Before I end this video, let me tell you guys a little something. I've been thinking about my memberships and how I don't really use them or promote them, so I wanted to tell you guys I want to start having some exclusive videos on there just for the members. I want to test the waters and actually do more for my loyal.
I do in fact have a Patreon. That is $1 a month for exclusive videos.
Supporters,
myself.
If you guys are interested, just know these videos are going to be more casual content, less edits, and opinions on things I wouldn't make full-length videos on. So just some extra content on the side, a dessert, if you will. But these are really for the most loyal of the cult. Which, by the way, if you're a subscriber, you're part of the cult. But if you're messing with casual videos like that, gameplay in the background as I just freestyle yap, let me know. I got to see if y'all want it before I do. But other than that, I'm gonna get.
That's honestly a really good idea. Maybe I'll start doing this shit. I'll just record some gameplay and get in Premiere and just start yapping about a topic that I'm pissed off about.
New video on Friday. Bye-bye.
I'm a Rasta.
Subscribe or I'll die, please. No, I'm subscribed. Yeah, dude, I'm with him. I'm with him on this 100%, honestly. It's lame that Mr. Beast uses AI thumbnails and basically uses philanthropy as a shield to guard himself from issues and any criticism thrown his way. I mean, not that he does that all the time, but I think it is lame that a lot of people do that for him as well. It's cringe that they're like, yup, he's a good guy because he does philanthropy and shows it off. I don't know. Again, I'm sure that he does do stuff offline or like off camera and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like he is in a morally gray area as a whole at this point. Oh my god, new Nick Crowley video. Oh my god. Sorry, I got an ad for this AI script reader app, and it was literally just Mr. Beast saying that he uses the app to read emails and files to him because he hates reading, and that makes so much sense. Oh my god, bro. Real. Honestly, as someone straight from Nigeria, I used to get pissed off as a whole. Oh, at the whole African kids poor type thumbnails. But with what is going on with the economy recently, Nigeria needs help. And I'm glad that people like Mr. Beast can come over to help out. Inevitably, those kinds of thumbnails will give off the stereotypical vibes of poor African kid. It would have been better to use real pictures instead of AI generated ones too. Plus, why is it only Africa he uses? Aren't there poor people in the US too? Yeah, this guy's apparently Mr. Beast don't know nothing about fucking Mississippi, bro. Go drive through Mississippi. You'll get some good thumbnails, bro. You know, sorry, I'm taking shots at Mississippi here. Let me take shots at my home state, West Virginia. Go through certain parts of West Virginia. There are literally people with dirt floors, bro. No, I'm not throwing shade, dude. You know, it's a struggle, dude, especially if you're in somewhere that doesn't have a lot of resources, right? But literally just go to those places, man. There's poor people everywhere around the world. I don't get why it's just Africa. True. As a Nigerian, this pisses me off so much. I always thought Mr. Beast's videos are dystopian and downright crazy. Yeah, that is what our Lord and Savior Dave Mustaine was writing about in the hit 2016 album, Dystopia. Wait, was it 2015? Whenever that was. Dystopia and downright crazy, risk drowning for 10K or whatever is talking about death so nonchalantly. Not gonna lie, I don't care about the thumbnail or whatever. I just care if he's actually helping people. Well, that's awesome for you, Matthew. We gotta keep you safe. What the hell? Man, why are you saying this scary stuff? I mean, beasts are apex predators, right? Mr. Beast is a sellout. I don't know if he's even a sellout. I think he's kind of been I think he's kind of been doing this for a while, you know? He's kind of always been like, like whatever he talks about, like so boastfully, the fact that he would just do whatever got the most views on YouTube. So, I mean, I don't even think he's changed because of the popularity. I think he's just always been kind of a sellout shill of like for YouTube, whatever makes the algorithm, whatever like the algorithm likes. I mean, to be fair, I do drama reacts because they do well in the algorithm, but I do like yapping about them, you know? So, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This video definitely would have been like an hour long if I had included chat, my Twitch chat. So also I do want to check out this video, dude, for sure. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here. If you watched this far, feel free to drop a like and a sub. If you do want to check out the Patreon that I mentioned before, the aforementioned Patreon, it's like, I think the 4th link in the description. Feel free to stop by a Twitch stream sometime if you made it this far, dude. Holy shit, you're a real one. Thanks for being here. Oh my god, let me do a cool call to action, dude. If you're watching this far, say something like, I subscribe so you didn't die. And then I'll know. Heart emoji. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.